UFC 284, Makhachev versus Alexander Volkanovski in Perth, in land down under, like, mate. Very exciting back and forth for the main event. Polarizing, splitting the MMA community. Let's just say down the middle of sorts, because some will say that Islam Makhachev clearly won 4 out of the 5 rounds. Others, which I am kind of in this group, would say Mr. Volkanovski, a 145er, you know. Let's forget his past of being a big fella. He's been fighting at 145 for quite some time. Yeah, and he's the pound for pound champion at the moment. Yeah, he comes up to 155. Clearly looked like the smaller guy, you know, and held his own for all the damn 5 rounds. More than held his own because it was a very close back and forth. It's unfortunate because I do think that Mr. Alexander, I think he got it. I really do think he got it. I think he got 3 rounds to 2. Um, some can say, oh, when Islam was stalling out and he had them in a control position, but was doing absolutely nothing with it, apart from waiting for an opening, an opportunity. But like that's a stalled position to the point where Volkanovski is giving him some rabbit punches in the back of his head, like talking to him, saying all kind of stuff, and the ref is like, yeah, do you think, man? Let's see what he do. Let's see if he can get you choked out like most of these guys do in Dagestan. And we look at the overall strike count. Volkanovski clearly did more strikes. It was very competitive and very close. But look, tail of the end of a 25-minute championship fight, and you look at both fighters. Volkanovski looked like he Anna nothing, just another day in the office. Some little work we did, I could fight another round or two. Little cut on his forehead, or was it his forehead or his over his eye? Sure, it's his forehead. And Islam, he looked in his face at least, he was battered. He was battered. He was not exhausted, but you could see he was tired in comparison to Alexander. He was fresh as a daisy in comparison. He won that, and he won. I think a lot more fans based upon his performance because let's just say it how it is. Everyone thought that Islam was just going to ragdoll this little for 145 and just put in that work and sub him in maybe the third round. That's what the narrative was. He's too big, man. He's got the height advantage as well. This and that. He's a Dagestani. He's Khabib's protege, etc., etc. He got tested. He got tested more in that fight than the Arman Sarukian fight, which I would say is his second toughest battle to date. If them two fought again, Sarukian and Makhachev, that would be a very interesting little back and forth. Islam has definitely improved since then, and so has Mayu, but it is what it is. Rematch. Let's run it back. It's over a cloud. Surprisingly, the judge didn't give it to him. I know they flew the judges in, but you would have thought hometown hero, etc., etc. Or well, the only clear and decisive thing to do would be to run this one back. They agreed verbally. UFC's got to get down with it, according to Mr. Volkanovski. Quite a lengthy conversation. Well, not a lengthy. Conversations we had like, yeah, man, we got to run this one back. That was close. That was a real close one. That was. So let us see what it do. Let us see what it do. Just Emmett. Gosh, chance of a lifetime. And Yair just looked like an assassin and a sniper. Second round submission triangle. Emmett tapped real quick. He got hurt to the body very early in this fight, I will say. Just couldn't get his range. He just looked like, I don't know. He just could not really get going. Yair was being slick, and the improvements from this young, well, he's not even a young man anymore. He's a mature man, interim featherweight champion. Congratulations. Very classy. Many people had him down as a quitter and all kind of different things, and a diva because of the in and out of the UFC kind of thing, and not fighting Zabit. Um, but look, that was then. This is now. Interim champ. I think Alexander will would be able to would be able to defeat, but he'll be able to dispatch him on that. That's another thing. But Alex is as he proved, a well-deserving champion, well-deserving champion. Um, Unfortunately, Josh Emmett, he just, as I said, he couldn't get started. Yeah, it was just too much for him. Back to the drawing board. Back to the drawing board. Mm, he's a complete fighter. He's definitely a complete fighter, but he just didn't really get an opportunity to show it, unfortunately. Randy Rude, boy, Brown. Oh my gosh, I don't know what happens. I I know he's going to be disappointed. I'm disappointed, and a lot of his fans, followers, familia, and all the rest of it are disappointed. He was another one. It was even worse for Randy. He 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Jack Della Maddalena, the guy whose nose he's got no bridge. He's got his nose destroyed. He came in and put in some work. He made his name off Randy. He was on a lead, what is that, 3 fight winning streak or something? It's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Yeah, the event itself was it was good, man. The crowd was cool. Obviously there was booing towards the end. Uh, but yeah, it was pretty cool, man. It was pretty cool. It was a good event. Jimmy Crute, Jimmy Crute, and Alonzo Menifield. Flipping out. I thought Alonzo did the thing in the first round. I can't remember who the hell the judge, the referee was, but I thought Jimmy's night was dunnage. I really did think that. I thought it was a first round sort of KO or TKO victory. But he hung in there, man, and like he put up a very, very good comeback. It was an excellent back and forth, very entertaining. Um, Third round, both of them was gassed out. Alonzo, man, he went for the fence grab, man, and got a point taken off him immediately. I understand it, me personally, because it was such a competitive fight. I, as the referee, would have said, "Look, just yeah, you messed up. You're not going to get another chance. I'm putting you on the ground because my man would have completed that takedown. I would have put them both on the ground and restarted the position. And if you did that again, clearly the 1 point would have gone. So as that little mistake, and sometimes it is, it's a natural reaction to grab out for something if you've kind of, if you're falling, kind of being taken down. Um, but at the same time, when you're a trained professional and athlete, that should not take place. Others will say if what is it? If some kind of weird thing about cheating and all that kind of foolishness. Accidentally, in my opinion, that's what it was, but it was still an illegal maneuver. Without that taking place, Alonso would have got a hard fought victory. Disappointing, disappointing, but very, very entertaining way to start off the main prelims. Pedro, uh, he lost the steam after the first round, and the UK/Lithuania Modestas got the victory. Pretty decent back and forth. Pretty decent back and forth. Overall, very good cards. Was there anything else that stuck out to me on this one? Oh, the Jamie Mullarkey, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Yeah, man, he's tough. He's tough. Who else? Who else we got? Oh, Loma. Loma, she put in some work, man. She put in some bloody work. Elise Reed, um, I don't know, that's she was chopping them big, she was chopping them legs and all kind of stuff. Excellent performance, man. Give her a bonus. She got, I think, her first submission victory as well in the UFC. That was entertaining. That was like the prelims or something. What else we got? What else we got? That was fun. The lightweight belt. That was a split decision. Yeah, it was a pretty cool card altogether. Pretty cool cards. What's on the horizon for these fighters? And they're going back to Australia as well. They made a lot of money, you know. Let's keep that oceanic crowd fed with some live events. Most definitely, let's keep them to North and South America. And what about going back to Canada? There's so many places that UFC needs to come back to, and they're coming back to the UK very shortly. So yeah, give me your thoughts. What were your thoughts and what were your emotions? Who won? Was it rightfully Islam or indeed um should Volkanovski have got the victory? Let's converse in the chat or in the comments, I should say. See you there.